a problem, don't wanna solve it, baby. There's a problem, don't wanna solve it, baby.
Welcome back everybody to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about how you can create a content schedule. So I know that a lot of people on my Instagram page have been talking about needing content and how to create it, how to schedule it. Y'all may be moms or just busy in your business, and it's really hard to basically keep up with the demands of social media and marketing and all that. So I'm going to show you what I do to plan my content. This is going to be similar to how I plan it for other businesses that I work with, and when you guys see the video of the mommy giveaway, then you'll kind of see what I'm talking about, how I do it with other clients. But this is my personal way of how I manage it within myself. I'm going to be using the same platform, which is Asana, but you can do this in Trello or Google Docs or something like that. But I'm going to show you this in Asana.
Ready? So I'm at my desktop and I'm going to show you guys how to create a content calendar or a content schedule in Asana. And I got this idea from a lady on YouTube. I'm going to link her video in the description box, but the method is just a little different. So Asana, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a task managing system, and you can sign up for free. So there's so many things that you can do on the free account, but the paid account also has more features and things like that. So if you feel like you want to upgrade, you can also do that. So the first thing you're going to do is create a project. And you're going to use a blank project for this. And you can name this content schedule or content calendar, whatever you want. There's different ways that you can set up your board, but I'm going to use the board view because it's the most simple in my opinion. But just because you kind of, make it in this way doesn't mean that you can't see it in these other forms. And I'm going to show you about that. So you're basically going to add everything. Now with these default columns and things like that, but we're actually going to switch these up. And so over here, we're going to have our goals. Over here in the first column, I link the content strategy that I created before I even start scheduling anything. So either I'll have that open or I'll have this on the side just for reference too. Especially if you're working with multiple people, you definitely want to link the strategy there, even in its rough draft form. So I'll put a space for content strategy, and then I'll put an overview of the goals. And basically what this is to kind of just give you a reminder of what you're trying to achieve. So I'll put like focus product, going to be ready to wear wigs. We want to reach a conversion rate of, let's say, 3%. We want to increase our reach by, let's say, 5%. And we want to make this amount of money. So let's just say $8,000. So it just gives you like a little tab to keep things in perspective, especially while you're going through these things and what actually needs to be done to achieve those goals. So you have a goals column right here. I kind of keep these, but I named them differently. So this one is going to be ready to shoot. And the ready to shoot column means like you're ready to create that content. And then this column over here is already shot, meaning you finished it. And then over here is ready to schedule. And basically, instead of creating a schedule about like when everything is going to be going out, I really focus on when I'm actually going to complete it, if that makes sense. I know a lot of different strategies kind of, like plans the month, like, oh, I'm going to post this on this day and I'm going to post this on that day. But when you're going through like the actual planning, like, setting it up in the scheduler and things like that, that's when I kind of, facilitate everything. But I like to focus my content schedule on getting the content done, right? So that's the perspective that I'm taking from it. So I have all these situations. Then we're going to add another section for templates. And this is what I learned from the lady on YouTube. And basically what she does is makes little models for the content, for the type of content that she's going to create. So when you're in here, all you have to do is basically duplicate them to get into any of these boxes. And everything's going to make sense soon, so don't worry about that. So over here, we're going to make a template for Instagram. And this is an Instagram post. And what's different here for me is I actually make different templates for different types of content, regardless of if it's just Instagram. Like in her video, she kind of just did like a generic version, whereas here, I think I'm more specific, and this helps my brain know which type of content to actually create. So this is just a feed post, if that makes sense. And basically what's going here, you will put the information about the post here. And then you can put a tab for materials, things that you would need to actually produce it. You can put a caption here to plan out your caption. You can plan out your hashtags here. And that's pretty much it. You could basically put whatever you want in the subtags, but this is just what I do. Okay, so these are basically the templates that I'm gonna create, and you can create a template for each type of content that you actually do. I got Instagram post, Instagram carousels, Instagram stories, reels, live, YouTube videos, and Pinterest. Like I said, you can create templates for any type of content that you're creating. You just kind of want to get the generic information out there. I'm going to add another section, and this is for the schedule overview. This is basically an overview of what happens on which day that we do content week. So this is what my schedule overview looks like. And basically what happens here is it's just kind of a visual aid. I don't really use this column. It just helps me to see the schedule kind of lined out on this side. So Mondays are planning and scheduling. And when I say scheduling, it means like if I still have content to edit or schedule, it will go to the following Monday. I don't work on Sundays for sure. If I ever have anything to do on Saturday, I will work on Saturday. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, they'll shoot the content, basically create it. And then Thursday and Friday, I dedicate to editing it. So this is why I said it's content week, because basically each day will have a different task. Now, if you are doing this all at once, you can definitely set a day for like Monday where you're planning your content, and then let's say Wednesday you're shooting the content, and then Thursday, Friday you're editing the content, right? So it's really up to you how you want to make your schedule. But like I said, it usually takes me a full week to actually batch my content. Okay, so we're going to create a few more columns. And I'm going to actually move YouTube over here because YouTube is what I base the rest of the content on. So when I'm making a YouTube video, that's basically the long form content. Like if I have a little piece of content, like how to do this or whatever, I might make like a reel or a post about it. But the YouTube video really explains the entire thing. And then everything else is basically just like supporting content to it. So basically here, what you're gonna do is duplicate these posts. So you're gonna take your content strategy that you have, basically input that in here. So for this, we're going to do a reel and we're gonna duplicate this task. And this is going to be the curly wig demo. And we're gonna move this to Instagram. And in the info section, you're basically gonna describe it. So, and decide what materials you'll need. So when you're actually filming it, you know what things to grab. You don't actually have to plan this part out, but I usually do because I have a lot of different things to do. You can plan out the caption. Those of you who work with influencers and things like that, you can also invite your influencer to a specific task or a project by assigning them to a task. So you can send this to your influencer, and basically it should have the information about the video and the kind of things that you want. And this is just a way to kind of collaborate and know what stage they're in the content process. You don't have to create new content for every single platform. Even with your YouTube videos, you can take a clip from your YouTube video and post it on your Instagram account. You get what I'm saying? So not everything has to be like filmed originally, meaning like you make a new video for each separate platform. You can definitely make the long form content and basically like break it up into little pieces. And then what you're going to do is I add tags to this. And basically what you'll do is kind of color coordinate. So when you see it in a calendar view, you can see which one is which. And I'll show you what that means in a second. Let's say Instagram reel. And let's just make that yellow. Now, once you have all that inputted in there, you have all your content basically lined out and tagged. Now you want to schedule it. So for Monday, let's see what we're going to schedule. So let's schedule Monday to shoot the how to highlight the curly unit, and then you're just gonna move it to ready to shoot. And the ready to shoot column for me is just like an overview. Like when I go to this board, like, yeah, I scheduled this and everything, but I know that it's in the ready to shoot column versus when I schedule this for another day. Like when I'm ready to edit it, I'll change the date to Thursday. You get what I'm saying? So it being in the ready to shoot column just, you know, like reminds my brain that I'm actually shooting the content and not like editing the content, if that makes sense. So let's put all of these in the ready to shoot column. So basically, once you've input all the information here and you've moved it to these columns here, that means you're ready to execute, if that makes sense. So this is like the planning section, and then this is like we're getting things done section. So you can start completing tasks and marking things off as you go. So let me show you what this looks like in a calendar form. So Asana does a real thing, like you can put the settings to remind you what you have to do today. And as you can see here, everything is color coordinated. So go to the list view or whatever. So when I'm creating the content, I'll basically see it in the Ready Gist and go through each one of those and create those. And then when I'm done with a piece of content, like I know I already filmed the rough footage, I'll move it already to ready to edit. Even before I like upload the video up here or anything like that, just so it's out the way. If you're trying to wing this on your own, I'm telling you, it is much more complicated than this. If you think that, oh, this is too much, like I can't do this, girl, like winging it on your own is drastic. Like I've been there, done that, don't wing it. Just set this up one time and then you'll be able to like, you know, just get the hang of it. And you can customize this. Like I watched one video and I got some inspiration and customized it to how my brain works. And this works for my clients as well. Like when you'll see it in the other videos, you'll see that, you know, it's easy for them to like submit content when I already have it set up for them. Basically, all they have to do is shoot it and upload it, and we do the rest. So for yourself, yeah, you're doing multiple parts, but you know, when everything is done and you're actually like, you know, going step by step, it's much easier to tackle than like, oh, I gotta set up my cameras and oh, I gotta plan it and okay, what am I gonna say and what am I gonna do? When all that's already figured out for you and you know, oh, I'm just shooting today and oh, I'm just editing today. Oh, all I gotta do is schedule today. It is much easier on your brain and on your life, girl. So tell me if you have any questions. Maybe I'll do a part 2 if there's a lot of questions. But I hope that this system works for you guys.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.